Kilalanin natin ang official new and improved complete lineup ng Meralco Bolts para sa 2026 PBA Commissioner's Cup. Point guards: Aaron Black, 6'1", 180 pounds, 29 years old, 9.1 points, 4.3 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 0.2 steals, 37% 3-point shooter, 57% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Kurt Rayson, 5'10", 170 pounds, 27 years old, 4.3 points, 0.6 rebounds, 1 assist, 0.3 steals, 20% 3-point shooter, 33% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Anjo Karam, 5'7", 159 pounds, 35 years old, 3.4 points, 0.4 rebounds, 0.6 assists, 36% 3-point shooter, 9.7 minutes per game in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Fran Yu, trade target this Commissioner's Cup, 5'9", 154 pounds, 27 years old, 8.8 points, 2.3 rebounds, 6.2 assists, 1.3 steals, 34% 3-point shooter, 79% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Shooting guards: Chris Banquero, veteran star, 6'1", 175 pounds, 37 years old, 9.6 points, 2.9 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 0.5 steals, 29% 3-point shooter, 63% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Jeff Comia, rookie, 5'11", 175 pounds, 27 years old, 12 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 1.2 steals, 33% 3-point shooter, 65% free throw shooter in his 2025 MPBL 7th season averages. Chris Newsome, team captain, injured list, 6'2", 190 pounds, 35 years old, 15.7 points, 3.6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.3 blocks, 21% 3-point shooter, 86% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Jason Brickman, pending, rookie, signing, 6 feet, 165 pounds, 33 years old, 11.6 points, 3.5 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 0.8 steals, 58% 3-point shooter, 81% free throw shooter in his 2025 MPBL 7th season averages. Small forwards: Bong Quinto, 6'2", 185 pounds, 31 years old, 9.4 points, 6.1 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 0.5 steals, 25% 3-point shooter, 71% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. CJ Cancino, rising star, 6'3", 175 pounds, 26 years old, 18.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, 4.7 assists, 1 steal, 0.5 blocks, 34% 3-point shooter, 81% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Alain Maliksi, 6'4", 180 pounds, 38 years old, 3.3 points, 1.5 rebounds, 0.5 assists, 0.8 steals, 20% 3-point shooter, 80% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Jansen Rios, injured list, 6'3", 185 pounds, 34 years old, 5.4 points, 1.9 rebounds, 0.6 assists, 0.8 steals, 63% 3-point shooter, 57% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Power forwards: Raymar Jose, 6'4", 200 pounds, 33 years old, 3.3 points, 2 rebounds, 0.5 assists, 40% 3-point shooter, 66% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Cliff Hodge, veteran star, 6'4", 195 pounds, 38 years old, 10.8 points, 8.2 rebounds, 0.9 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.9 blocks, 54 field goal percentage, 53% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Kyle Pascual, 6'6", 213 pounds, 36 years old, 0.8 points, 1.6 rebounds, 0.3 assists, 0.2 blocks, 36 field goal percentage, 33% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Justin Brownlee, possible import for Commissioner's Cup, 6'5", 220 pounds, 38 years old, 21 points, 3.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 0.5 blocks, 33% three-point shooter, 86% free throw shooter in his 2026 FIBA World Cup Asian Qualifiers averages. Centers, Ladis Lepalam, rookie, 6'9", 220 pounds, 26 years old, 7.9 points, 6.9 rebounds, 0.9 assists, 0.5 blocks, 50% three-point shooter, 64% free throw shooter in his 2025 MPBL 7th season averages. Raymond Almazan, veteran star, 6'8", 194 pounds, 36 years old, 8 points, 5.1 rebounds, 0.8 assists, 1.2 blocks, 20% three-point shooter, 74% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Brandon Bates, 6'8", 231 pounds, 28 years old, 5.2 points, 7.5 rebounds, 0.4 assists, 1.3 blocks, 54 field goal percentage, 43% free throw shooter in his PBA 50th Philippine Cup averages. Ismael Romero, backup import, 6'9", 220 pounds, 34 years old, 22 points, 17.4 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 1.2 steals, 1 block, 14% three-point shooter, 39% free throw shooter in his ongoing 2025-2026 East Asia Super League season averages. Ito ang official new and improved complete lineup ng Meralco Bolts para sa 2026 PBA Commissioner's Cup. Sa tingin niyo mga kabubbles, kaya na kayang makabalik ng Meralco Bolts sa PBA Finals kung si Kabayan Brownlee ang import nila sa Commissioner's Cup? I-comment niyo na po yan sa baba.